What's up internet, this is Somil back again in another video, and in this video we are going to start with the Linux commands and we will see some basics commands. So without further wasting any time, let's get started. So in the previous video we have created the user root and we also set the password of root. Again, let's check who am I. With the command who am I, we can see easily we are running as root user. So let's clear this with the clear command. So clear is the first command we are going to see. So it will going to clear the output. So let's start with the file system. So basically we are going to see the file system of Linux, which is almost like it's a universal layout for all Linux users. So let's see some directories which we will find some most like useful in penetration testing phase also. So let's first of all we are going to see in which directory we are currently in. So pwd, which stands for present working directory, or we can say it's a print working directory. So pwd is a command which will gonna tell us in which directory we are currently working on. So let's hit enter. So it's stated as a root, so it's not root, it's like a home directory for root user. So I will show some difference here, like if I change the user to Kali. So right now I'm currently in running this terminal as Kali user, as you can see over here. Again, let's run the who am I command, and again let's cd and let's clear the output. Again, if we type the print working directory command, we can easily see here we are in home directory of Kali user. But here's a little difference. For root user, we just let's ls over here. One second, let's clear the output and let's cd into root. Let's clear again, let's do ls over here. Now you will see some difference over here. So you can see here after the root directory, here is the home directory, and for root user the home directory is root itself. So here is the difference, because Kali is not a root user, therefore Kali home directory will be in this one home directory. Let's again cd into root directory. Let's ls over here, and we can see here itself there is a home directory, and let's move to home directory with cd command. So cd and home. So now we are in home directory. We can see over here also. Again, if we do ls over here, we can see here itself that Kali user is present. So if we do cd and Kali and do pwd again, now we can see what's the present working directory. It's a home user, it's a home directory of Kali user. So there's a little bit difference, or you can get confused sometimes between root and home, between root and other users. But keep this in mind, for root user the directory is cd and root, but for Kali user the home directory will be cd dash home and Kali. Okay, I think you got it. So that's the thing I want to show you first. So let's clear this again. So root is the directory first, and if we do ls over here, sorry, that's the wrong command. If we do ls over here, we can see so many directories available here. So the main directories that we'll be focusing on, the first one is like a bin directory. So bin directory is for basic programs. Basic programs are already installed in this directory. Basic programs examples are ls we have used above, and cat command, and etc. So these are the commands are available in this bin directory. And the The next directory is sbin. You can see over here I'm highlighting this portion also. So sbin contains system programs like fdisk or mkfs or sysctl, etc. The next directory is etc. So etc contains configuration files. The next one is and the important one for the penetration testing purpose, or we can say for hackers also, that that directory is a temp directory, and that is used for storing temporary files, and typically that files are deleted on boot. So that's the temp directory. And why is the temp directory is useful? Because for every user any permissions is already enabled for read write for any users. So that's why temporary directory is most useful for hackers, or we can say for penetration testing purpose. Next we are going to see the user, and if we go to user and do ls over here, so again we can see bin. So user and bin. So if we type bin, and we are in user and bin directory. So this contain applications like if we do ls, so these are the some applications, and applications like apt or netcat, ncat, nmap, etc. So these are the files or we can say applications are already present in this user bin directory. The next is if we want to go back, since we are in bin directory, and if we go back to the user directory, we have to type the double dot. See, okay, so if we hit enter, we can see we already come back to our the previous directory, that is user directory. Let's clear this command, and once again I'm going to close this terminal, and okay, again if I do ls, you can see here one more important directory is share, that is after user directory. So let's ls, one second, let's cd and do share. So we are in user, and afterwards we are in share directory. If we do ls over here, we can see applications that support, these are the applications that support other applications and data files. So these are the important directories I want to show you. So let's cd command, let's do cd command and clear the output. So now we are going to start with the basic linux command. So there one more thing, that there are many other directories, but most of which you will rarely need to enter, but having a good familiarity of the layout of the linux file system will help your efficiency immensely. So let's start with the basic linux commands. So the first command I want to show you is the man pages. So most executable programs intended for linux commands line provide a formal piece of documentation that are often called manual, or we can say man pages. So there is a special program called man, man, is used to view these pages, these special pages. Man pages generally have a name, and we can say description of the command's purpose and the corresponding options, parameters, or we can say switches. So let's see if we want to learn more about, we have already used the ls command. So we don't know what ls means, and we don't know how we can use ls. So one more we can do, to view the man pages or manual of the ls command, we can type the man, and afterwards we have to specify the name of the program, or we can say command. So the command is ls, and we want to view the man pages, or we can say manual. So we have to type this man and space ls. Let's hit enter. So we can see the many options, many information we are going to see, and not only the options like how we can use this command and what are the switches, but we can see other different things like documentation and regarding system administrating commands, or we can say programming interfaces. So different sections are divided on this man pages. So you can look more into it, but right now I'm going to show you the overview of it. So I'm using up and up key, or we can say down key, to move up and down. So I'm using my down key, and we can see here all the options are available. We can use with the ls command, and the list is never ending. So I'm just going to press the q button to quit the information of the man command. So that is all about the man command. But most useful feature I want to show you, like if you want to like partition, you want to do partition but you don't know what command or what tool you have to use. So with that we can use k switch with the help with the man command, and we can type partition, and if we hit enter, we can see here lots of available options are there. But after some time we can see here that gparted is a tool that is used to, that means partition editor that is used for manipulating disk partitions, or we can say that helps in disk partitions. So we got the tool right away from searching with man command. So that's a amazing feature of it. And this is all about the man command. And one more thing I want to show you, like again, if you want to like this one. So apropos is a command that is, again, that will search for something in man pages, that will search for keyword partition in all the man pages, and all the list of command that contains the partition keyword in all their man pages will going to list out here. So if we hit enter, we can see over here again g parted, again the same list comes, because this man minus k and this apropro command is equivalent. So these both are the same thing and they do the same work. So this is the thing I want to show you. Let's clear this. So we have done with the first command, that is man command. Now coming to the next command, that is listing the files. So we have already done with the command like ls, and we are doing this again and again. But ls is stands for list, to list the file into the screen, to the screen. So listing the files, we can use the ls command, and that will going to print out a basic file listing to the screen. And again, if we do cd, so let's enter the cd and clear the screen again. If we do ls, we can see here, first of all, let's see the print working directory. We are in home directory, and let's clear this again, do ls over here. We can see here home directory contains different directories. So the desktop and documents and downloads and output, pictures and music. So these are the directories available here in the home directory of the root user. So different options are available with the ls command, or we can say different switches we can use with the ls command to use the to view the ls. Let's use this one, like minus. If we do ls, so you can see here how's the formatting done. And if we do mine with the l switch, we can see how different format we got the output. We got the output in different format. So l is used for long listing the files, and we can see here more information is provided with l option, and these are the permissions. So here we can see here these are the permissions, and we will talk about this later. But thing I want to show here is you can see here with the music, it contains an letter D, and with the files here you can see new.txt, it contains a dash. So what's the difference between these and this and music directory? So music is a directory, and D stands for, the first letter D stands for, and it states that music is a directory, and txt is a file, as we all know. So dash represents the file. So this is the basic difference, and how we can distinguish between a file and a directory by saying a dash for file and a D for a directory. So again, let's clear this again, and I want to show you more options. Let's do ls, and I'm doing this to compare the different outputs. So next time, I mean the next I'm going to show you one more thing, like with -a options, and you can see here we got a different output again, and some files, or we can say some directories, are like were not present in the previous command, which were presented here, and more files are added when we use the -a option. And you can see here these file like .zsh, that is for Z shell, history, and these are the files. So -a option is used for to list the hidden files, or we can say hidden directories. So wine and .local is a hidden directory. So the thing that starts with the dot are like hidden in Linux, and same goes with the files also. So if I create a file with the starting with the period, or we can say dot, and afterward we can name the file as with any name, so it will be created as a hidden file, and we can use the a option to list out the hidden files. So, and we can use the combination of these above switches also. So -l is for long listing the files, and a option is for to show the hidden files. And if we do hit enter, now we can see here we got the long listing format, and along with it we got the hidden files also. So this is the options I want to show you with the ls command. One more thing I want to show you with ls, with one. So you can see here the difference is nothing but we got the formatting, like every folder, or we can say directories and files, are line by line, and only on one line it printing out the directories, and afterwards on the next line it print out the next thing. So it can be useful in programming, or we can say if we going to create a bash script, always it will be gonna help you out in bash scripts also, in automation also. So we are done with the next command, that is the ls command. So we are done with the second command. Next we are going to start with the moving around in the Linux, and to move around we are going to use the mv command, and not mv, cd command, I'm sorry. So cd command is for to change the directory. So cd stands for change directory, and again if we do present working directory to know the current location in which we are currently working on. So home directory we are working on of the root user, and if we do ls, let's go to desktop directory, and I want to show you the, one second, let's minimize this. Okay, all right. So this is a home directory we are now. Let's uh we want to go into the desktop. As we can see here, desktop is here, and we want to go into the desktop. So let's hit enter, and we are now in desktop directory, and let's do ls over here. So nothing is here, as we can see here, no files or no directories are present. So let's try to create one. So creating directories, so next command will be like for creating directories. So mkdir is a command that will going to create a directory for you. So mkdir stands for make directory, and let's start creating a directory, and I want to name it as test, and you can see over here also test directory is created. So again, if we want to go into the let's ls over here again to see if any changes comes. So we can see a test is now created. Previously nothing was there, as we have seen above. With the ls command nothing was printed out, and if we do ls, test directories is coming up. So if we want to move into the test directory, we can see like using this command cd, and the name of the directory is test. So now the one more thing I want to show you with the cd command, like if we want to move into the back again into the home directory, you just have to like type the cd command and just hit enter, and we can see present working directory. We are again in home directory of root user. So again we can use like this one to the this forward slash is used for the root directory, and root is the main directory, and we can see here all the directories are comes under this root directory. Again, if we want to go to the back into the home directory, we just have to type the cd command, and let's clear this again. If we print the working directory, or we can say present working directory, it's the home directory of root user. We can like also do this like again change go to the desktop, and again go to the test, and we are in test directory, and again there is another alternative of going back into the home directory. We can use this dollar symbol, and we can type in home. So again we can see here we are again back into the home directory of root user. So don't worry about this is nothing but a path variable. So we will talk about this later on. Let's now focus on the basic commands. So now I'm going to like clear the outputs. One thing I want to show you with the make directory commands, like let's go to the desktop again, and let's say we want to create a directory named as module1. So you will think like just it's a simple command we have to type like, but I want you to make a directory with the name as module1 with the space between them. So it's like module space 1. So you will think like it's a simple job, and you just have to type the mkdir command, and you just have to like type this module and space 1. So let's see if this work, if this will gonna work or not. So you can see here also and here also the two directories are created, one named as module and one other as one. So I don't want you to make two directories, just I want to make a one directory with the name of module1. So how we can do like this? So let's first of all clear this module and one. Let's remove this. So again, for removing the directories, I'm using minus rm option, and with d to specify these are the directories. So don't focus now on removing the files, or we can say directories. Let's focus on now how we can create the directories. So to create a single directory with a module name one itself with the space between them, we have to specify in between the quotes. we can say double quotes we are using. So let's hit enter, and we can see over here also we just created a new single directory with the name of module 1 with a space between them. So this is the thing I want to show you, like to specify a space, or to create a directory with a name between a space, you have to specify them in the quotes. So that is how you can do this. And let's see over here how we can do, like how we can go to the module 1 directory. Again, you will think like we just have to type the cd command, change directory and module 1. Let's type this and check whether it will work or not. Let's see by hitting enter, and we can see over here we got an error like a string not npwd, that is module. So it's saying that module is not a directory. So that is correct, because module, we haven't created a module directory, we just created a single directory whose name is module and 1, module 1. So cd command will think like we have created a module directory, so that is not correct. So to again move into the module 1 directory, we can type the whole name in the double quotes and hit enter, and we can see over here we are now in the module 1 directory. So as simple as that. So for change the directory, we are going to specify in double quotes, and again to make the directory with a space between them, we are going to specify in the double quotes. Or if we want to use this without double quotes, we can type here module and backslash and space and module 1, just like that. Or again, if we first, we will have to go back, let's clear the output, do ls, and we want to move into this module 1 directory without using double quotes. So we can like do like this, cd and module and backslash and space and 1, and we hit, if we hit enter, we can see over here we are in module 1 directory. So again, if we do present working directory to see if in which directory we are currently on, we can see over here the root, desktop and module 1, you are in this. So it is specifying the full path. So the absolute path is given by this present working directory. So let's go back to the desktop directory by using the double period sign, or we can say double dot, and let's clear the output again. So one bonus thing I want to show you, like let's say you want to create multiple directories, but it's like you are in a CTF game, and you are want to create multiple directories according to the phases of penetration testing. Let's say if you are a penetration tester, and you are going to test a network, and you want to create directories, multiple directories at once, and want to store information according to the penetration testing phases, like information gathering, exploit and report, we can say recon, exploit, report. So how we can do this? Just a simple mkdir command with p option, and let's say we want to create the node directories, and this is the syntax. So -p stands for like nodes we are going to create for the parent directory. So nodes will be the parent directory, and in further we can use subdirectories. So like say recon, and next phases of our penetration testing will be exploit, and the last phase will be like report. And if we hit enter, we can see over here we have created a nodes directory, and if we double click over it, we can see here subdirectories are already present, so according to our penetration testing phases. So exploit, recon and report. So we can now store information into the individual subdirectories. So this is the thing I want to show you with the as a bonus, how we can use -p option with mkdir to create multiple directories or parent directories with the subdirectories inside it. So that is all for today. I'm going to meet you in the next video, and if you like this video, don't forget to make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. And take care and bye bye.
Audio Jungle.